Miami handled their business. Number 12, Miami beats Pitt 38-7. Started off slow,
Mhm.
little slow, not as quick of a start as, for example, Notre Dame had against Pitt, but I still think as dominant, maybe a bit more dominant,
Yeah, it was
at
more
least
bigger margin of victory.
when you look at the score. Yeah. I thought it was methodical and dominant was kind of what I wrote down about Miami.
Yep.
And Malachi Toney, 13 catches for 126 and a touchdown. Freaky, some absolutely freaky plays. He also threw a touchdown.
Yep.
Carson Beck looked really, really good. And Miami held Pitt to 30 rushing yards. It was a really good
Mhm.
performance.
Yeah, after they just had a season high rushing the week
Yes.
before,
Again,
literally
sport makes
just
no
happened.
sense.
Yeah, it's crazy. And listen, we were interested to see how this game would go, just because of what Pitt looked like the week before. Miami has been steady Eddie. I mean, since their lost to SMU, they've been blowing people out by 28 plus points. I mean, they've just been killing guys. And so, to see, is that real? Can they do that against a team that has a number beside their name? And the answer was a resounding yes. And I thought Carson Beck was super efficient. I mean, that guy's just he's fun to watch and really did great. But as you mentioned, Malachi Tony, I mean, not just one of the best freshmen, because I think he is the best freshman in college football right now, but one of the best wide receivers. I mean, this guy
Yeah.
is as reliable as it gets, and he's a handful of catches away from the most catches in a single season ever at Miami. I mean, that is crazy to think about. He's going to get that, whether it's in the playoff or a bowl game. That's insane. To see that from a guy like this and the foundation that is. And again, you talk about somebody wanting to play with. I mean, who wouldn't want to throw the ball to that guy? As we know, Carson Beck will move on. So, some interesting things, to watch for with Miami. And I, I don't want to say this definitively because who knows what this crazy committee is going to do. I don't see how they're not in the college football playoff. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many data points that have just closed this gap, which maybe should not even existed. I know time of losses and wins actually do matter, despite what the CFP committee wants to try to tell us. But they did beat them head to head, and they've played enough common opponents now where I'm just like, they're playing just as well, if not better, and they already beat them. So, yeah, for people that say, "Well, Notre Dame, Miami wouldn't want to see Notre," why wouldn't they? Of course they would.
They
They
already
would
beat
love
him.
that. They would love that. They're not afraid of that. And so, I think Miami's in. Listen, Alabama's maybe going to lose in the SEC championship. If they win, that makes it awkward.
Yeah.
BYU's probably going to lose in their championship. If they win, that makes it awkward. But if both of those guys lose, and maybe even if they win, I just if they win, it makes it really tough. But I don't see how Miami will be left out of this invitational. I really don't.
Well, and you're definitely rooting for Georgia. You're definitely rooting for Texas Tech, if you're a Miami fan. I think A&M losing helps too because
Takes away
A&M
from
beat
Notre
Notre
Dame.
Dame.
Yeah.
If A&M would have gone under the SC title and maybe won it, then that makes it tough. And A&M
A
has
team
looked
they lost to, by the way. They
right. They
lost.
didn't
They
even
didn't
beat
beat
them,
A&M.
but A&M has looked stinky the
I
last
know.
couple weeks. That South Carolina team, you were down 33 to that South Carolina team,
I know. Brutal.
and you lost to Texas. So,
Yeah.
Texas that struggled with a really scrappy Kentucky team
Oof,
that
super scrappy. Super
Louisville
scrappy.
handled, Mac. But yeah, I'm with you. It's gonna be really interesting to see. But Miami, it's very clear who you're rooting for. Like
Yeah.
obviously, on this championship weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. So they look good, look dominant. I mean, at this point, outside of again losing those two games, which everybody but two teams has lost, which can't wait to see that. It's like the weirdest, most anticipated, not anticipated matchup in the Big Ten championship with Ohio State and
Yeah,
Indiana right now,
they're
but
both
two
gonna be
undefeateds
in.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting. But it's hard. It's hard to do, and they've done everything that they could. I mean, blowing teams out, looking super sharp, playing complementary football. There's nothing else you could do, Miami, as of right now. So unfortunately, you're going to sit back and hopefully enjoy conference champion weekend, and we'll see what happens on this next Sunday.
Can I throw out a crazy thought I just had?
Please.
Let's say Miami didn't lose to SMU, all right, and everything else is the same. So then Miami would be in the ACC title game against Virginia. The ACC would be guaranteed one team,
Yep.
but would only be getting one team.
Right.
And
Right.
now you have this, where if Virginia wins, which all they
Mhm.
gotta do is beat Duke, which they already did, they're in, and then Miami possibly getting in, you could have 2. It's almost like, "Hey, was there some silver lining in Miami losing twice?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll
It's
see. Or
kind
you
of,
can
it's and the ACC would probably sit back and kind of be like, if a program were to have one of their worst seasons and then somehow they stumble into 8 wins and then they don't make any changes, they're like, "Well, see, it works. We told you." It would kinda be like that. So, hopefully, we don't see either one of those things happen. We'll see.
interesting. Interesting, interesting. I wonder who you could be talking about, Mac.